D for some reason, which Kezu did not appear to be particularly happy about. We did see one in the last game, the last series as well.
I think it's a lot just for the lane, right? I think that's the same thing that we saw Stormstormer doing it. He was playing versus a Tiny. That one's a bit more pressuring. But yeah, I think he just wants to be able to dominate lane, be able to get this kind of scaling and have some type of save for his buddies. But yeah, let's see if that works out, because it does look like it could be pretty hard for them to at least take towers. It's going to be all reliant on the Beastmaster to pressure buildings. And the name of the game will be pressuring and trying to slow down the Spectre.
Ooh, always feels a little bad when those shards don't get out the way they want them to, but will manage to escape from that one.
Yeah, happens. Happens from time to time.
Most definitely.
And yeah, let's see how the Visage pressure is going to be happening, right? This 33 has proved himself, I think, to be the best Visage of the way that they play pressure in laning phase and the spam that they can do. They're always just keeping the carry very low HP. So let's see if they have enough regen between them. So I see Kuro with 6 tangos. I like it. And 3 on Amar and some stats at stake, so he'll be able to absorb some damage.
And also he's just Centaur, so he has that like natural crazy regen at the start too.
Yeah, he's going to try to soak those soul assumptions as Amar. He's feeling himself a little bit after that last game. Of course, his Huskar super dominant. Already gives out the tip to Skeeter. Says, I drink your milkshake. I didn't know that was a voice line on Razor, but I guess it is.
You know, I think that Amar would probably feel that way even if he lost last game. You know, he'd still be trying to tip him.
He does exude confidence.
Yeah, that's the word. Definitely.
Is that the one?
As Sumelier is going to be going up against 9. We'll see how this lane goes. Obviously, melee heroes against OG, just very, very, you know, hard to play against at times. Can get a bunch of denies in there.
Yeah, lane's going to be a slow start there for 9, but it does actually, he gets the deny right away, and Sumel did not get the initial deny, so I think 9's quite happy with that first wave already. And the spam already begins down bottom.
Yeah, you can see 33 there trying to build up the soul assumption stacks, but there's kind of a little bit of a wall being built up.
They're not throwing it on Kuro, though. You see that?
Yeah.
They're hitting Kuro to build the stacks, but they know he's got that built-in regen and just going to constantly throw it onto Amar. GH, nice courier snipe. Talking about GH also, playing his signature Rubik, he might have been MVP, besides Amar, like the secondary MVP for me that last game, on his Naga Siren, and not so traditional 4 position. Traditional for him, but not overall for game. He was amazing, so I'm looking forward to what he's going to be able to do on a Rubik. This one, it's not like he has the best spells to steal. They're difficult to grab, too. So let's see what he can have happen.
Yeah, needs to definitely be making some solid plays, helping out the rest of his squad, because they don't have that much control on their lineup. You've got Beastmaster Roar, which is obviously great, and then Centaur out of position 5. Seems unlikely he's going to be able to get a quick Blink Dagger.
Yeah, a great start top already, though. Mind Control 10 lasted, and GH is just standing in the face of Skeeter and was just spamming him. I mean, they're really playing the spam game up here.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage onto all of them.
Yep.
Obviously have the stick charges that are getting built up along the way, but that is what you want to see if you're a Nigma fan.
Yeah. They do not get the D ward on the hard camp, though. So snaking, we did see that sentry place. GH tried to find it, because they're positioning in this lane. It's always going to be them spamming, so they want to be able to get some pullbacks, but might cause him to buy a secondary sentry to go for it. Snaking.
God, he's getting super low.
They have no tangos.
Dude, what? They got mangoes, though.
Oh, look at Snaking's courier coming out on the courier. Are you ready? 9 tangos, but we'll see afterwards after the pressure bottom.
As Amar does go down, and, well, like you were talking about, just so much damage that can come out in this lane. It is always going to be rough. Vandal talked about it, too. Anybody that goes up against them is going to have a tough time.
Yeah, they know these two know how to play these type of lanes perfectly, as we saw at TI so many times. And yeah, 9 tangos for Snaking. We'll be able to heal up Skeeter decently. Skeeter, though, the pressure's already coming onto him from all this spam. There's another Fateful.
Punches, a couple more hits, and it's going to be enough with the axes. So MC gets the kill on Skitter.
Beautifully done up here, really. And they still have mangoes to work with. The early Bassi coming out for MC also as, catches him mid-swash. We see the lane positioning's gotten a little bit funky in the mid lane, too. 9 trying to play away from that OD, of course, so he can do decent. But seeing Sumel, 16-8, he's crushing the matchup.
Yeah, all 3 lanes, again, going great for Nigma Galaxy.
Yeah.
As has been the case in every game so far this series.
Yeah, definitely. And they're also checking runes. I see GH, even last game, always taking away bounties and stuff. As 9, I mean, look at this. 9 is playing, I mean, we'll take a glance at it, but 9 is playing like the off lane from the mid.
Yeah.
He's pulling the mid wave between his towers and denying a wave from Sumail. So Sumail actually has to go meet this. I mean, this is how we used to see this sometimes when it would be like the Alchemist getting counterpicked and he couldn't actually lane, that you have to just do these funky lane mechanics to catch up. But Sumail, no mercy. We'll still get a deny under there.
Yeah, and ends up getting denied to neutrals. That was a stack, and I'm just going to assume that was on purpose at that point.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. But regardless, like you're talking about, this mid dynamic that's going on, the creep waves are running through the mid. He's still getting XP for him on the Pango, but definitely really losing out in that battle.
Yeah, we'll at least get this water rune to fill up his bottle as Sumail. Gone for the early boots, so he can look to pressure and just constantly chase away 9. As 9 can't even walk up for a last hit. This is brutal.
Dude, he is... There are a few people that have his... Oh my god.
Gets him... That's the second time mid-squash that he catches him.
Does that stop? It looks like it stops the swashbuckle hits too. Couldn't quite tell.
I think that he got... I'm pretty sure that they still continue, but that one I don't think he was targeting anything.
Okay,
also,
that must have been what
it's also bugged right now, so it looks like it's shooting 2 ways. It's doing that thing again, so it's hard to actually tell for a second.
Yeah. Well, regardless, 5 minutes in, 24 and 18 versus 13 and 12.
And look at that. It's this, the same exact thing as last game. 9, he goes to check the bounty rune, and it's gone, right?
Yeah.
GH had already checked it, so it's a walk back to base for 9, as it's going to be almost 2-level advantage for Sumail.
Dude, 9 is never going to buy a bottle again.
Nope.
As Saksa, down low, going to die. Amar, they're trying to all in for this one. Has another soul assumption in a second. He gets it off in time.
But Kuro, he's the happy one.
Oh, yeah.
Gets all that XP. The raindrop, not enough to block. It did block some of that damage, but it's a little bit too much out of that soul assumption.
Maybe we'll get a Blink Dagger. Who knows?
I mean, maybe he will after that, right? He's gonna be like level 5. Yeah, look at mid. Sumail 6, 9. He just hit level 5, and GH is here. He might.
Thinking about it. Couple more hits, doesn't decide to go for it. Saksa right on top of him.
They can't go for Sumail.
But a stomp, and after TPing back in the lane, 33
he's
getting dove, and that one hurts.
Wow. And the 5 Centaur, it's working.
3,000 gold lead at 6 minutes. I mean, this is huge.
Yeah, I mean, the mid matchup, he has a full 1,000 gold over him, and as we said, a full level advantage too. I mean, where's 9 gonna go? They're sending 9 bottom, and I think they're gonna send 33 mid,
yeah,
maybe.
They have to change this.
This is disastrous here for Tundra at the start.
Like, Sumail has completely destroyed him mid.
I mean, 33 doesn't have TP either. He TP'd bottom, like you said. So Sumail actually has the full wave mid and a catapult wave, and he finds the D-ward too. All right, this is going to be an enormous OD.
I mean, and Kuro is almost more net worth than the Pango. Snaking? In trouble, but gets out of there.
Saksa? Be in some trouble, but the slow from that shield crash. With the push. Man, that swashbuckle is really messing with my brain, but...
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get there. So it's all over the place.
So they sent 33 mid to do him maybe a little better, but at this point, it's a 3-level disadvantage. So Sumail is still going to be able to bully pretty consistently over here, even getting the range creep under the tower.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough one. And I mean, you need to sort of at least get some type of levels for 9 here. He needs to get into that level 6 so he can make some rotations, get some kills potentially.
Yeah, they had to do this swap up. Again, Saksa.
Yeah, turn now onto Kuro. Try and bring him down, and they're going to be able to do just that. So get the kill onto the Centaur, and Amar can't make anything else happen here.
And
with 33?
33's thinking about coming down. He's like, I'm getting nothing down. I'm getting nothing in the mid lane. I want to come down there too.
It's like they're taking turns.
They might be able to get him. Level 2 tag team.
This is huge. Move in, get the damage out. Another hit. It's not enough damage though.
Good TP from GH, saving his buddy. Sumail continues to just be uncontested. Not something you see too often. Nobody wants to go to the mid lane.
No.
But now they do have the 6 on the Pango.
Centaur.
That's a level 6 Centaur.
Yeah, he's pretty large and in charge there.
He's 6 before Amar. He's a full level ahead of Amar. 5 Centaur, by the way.
Well, it feels like they keep on going on the Visage, right? Or the Visage keeps on going on the Razor, and they get the kill there, and then he's the one left alive afterwards.
Yeah, it's working out well for them. Skeeter, he is starting to recover from all these movements, does have Blade Mail ready, and we usually see Tundra, they stack a lot when they have this Spectre Blade Mail, so probably going to see that starting up, but a great start. Nigma couldn't ask for too much more here in this matchup. And looking to continue pressuring here and continue to hit this mid tower. No catapult, but they're bringing 3 heroes, or 2 heroes plus those illusions.
And as you can see down there in the corner as well, this is the start of MC trying to build up his farm too.
Sumail.
Oh
He's going for 9. He might have him in the jungle. It's got him.
Chase and killed. So just complete oppressive movements in. They find Amar down bottom. Kuro now in some trouble too. Skitter made that rotation over and should be able to run him down with these birds. Along with Socks in the area. We'll drop him down here and finish off the old Centaur.
Good haunt move. Skeeter, the only one seeming to have a really quite a good game there on their cores. 33 starting to recover, but 9. He's getting bullied. Sumail showing him no mercy.
Yeah, and it's not really like he has an easy place to go and play except down bottom.
Yeah, and also like he went to jungle. He was stacking his own jungle camp, and it was actually the end duration of the ward that GH had that gets him. So look at Snaking right now.
Yeah.
Snaking has now spent 2 sentries in his jungle.
A third.
Trying to... a third... Oh, no, that's an obvious. But
okay.
It's not sentry ward, but it's an obvious. Remember,
Oh
it's
my
Snaking.
god, it does look like it. Oh, it's the worst.
Sorry. But yeah, there was that ward that GH placed earlier. It expired by now, and then they have to waste all this time. So big moves from the side of Nigma. Been getting a bird.
Take that one down there.
9. He's got the Rolling Thunder. Amar's a bit far up.
Bounce back on 2-2. Stampede to try and get away. Kuro focuses down 1 now. And in the meantime, MC kills off Snaking. But Amar dies again. Now, with OD rotating back bottom, should be a quick little rundown. And 9 going to be in the grave yet again.
Kuro just turning and killing the Tusk when there's 3 of them going on them. That is impressive. Skeeter.
Yeah, Chase down. GH back behind the tower, but managed to get out of there. And yeah, you think about this. I mean, at 3,000 gold lead at this point, you got to be feeling great if you're Nigma Galaxy. I mean, you know, you think about where they were at the start of this one, esportsbets.io odds, and how much favored Tundra really felt like they were this entire time. It was one of those things where now coming into this with a pretty substantial lead in this game 3, could come away with a huge upset here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even the first game, right? It's like they looked pretty good. Their draft, of course, started to feel a little weird as the game progressed toward the later stages, but game 1, they looked good. Game 2, they looked excellent. Game 3 at the start, they're looking amazing again, and they're making a 5 Centaur work. Kuro's going to have a, as long as he doesn't die a couple times in a row or something, he's going to have a really early blink to have those initiations from the 5 roll. So, yep, those cores looking good on Nigma Galaxy. And as you mentioned before, they even have the stacks to boot. So a quad ancient stack is set up. GH even stacking it one more time here.
Wait, quad? That's a lot.
That's a lot, right?
That's a lot of gold.
He actually did not get the last stack there, so.
Oh, Snaking does a good job denying that DD rune there. And looks like he can get the...
He goes...
Oh my god. Just feels petty.
Sumail. Really on fire this time with this OD.
Yeah. I mean, that's just that, like, killer mindset where he's like, look, I invested a little bit of my resources in this kill. I'm going to make sure I get it.
It's a very Sumail play. You know, in the olden days, we always just called him the most aggressive mid player on the planet. Continuing to show that here today. As now bottom, they see this pressure coming out. They're already rotating on the side of Nigma. Kuro.
Walrus punch, the snowball, and the birds drop down, but
they're
not
here.
Enough damage with everybody else showing up. But then the Haunt, they move in, snipe the Centaur, try and get away. And it looks like they're going to be able to do just that.
Nigma's a bit hesitant to walk in here. They just lost the number advantage there because of that Haunt from Skeeter, so they'll back away. Looks like they'll give away that tower, and Kuro does get slowed down a bit on his big dagger.
Tier 1 tower looks like it is going to be claimed, so 1 apiece. Of course, that mid tower also being gone for Tundra keeps him down 1. But yeah, right now you still look at the net worths, and it's just OD by a pretty wide margin up on top.
Yeah, 1,200 ahead, 1,000 gold ahead of the Spectre, and 2,000 ahead of his Pango. So We do see those stacks. As we mentioned, the quad stack, it's going to start maybe being worked on. Amari's only level 7, though. I mean, he's a bit under-leveled, so maybe not going to be able to do it just yet. And on the other side, Tundra, they have their double stack at the ready. It's not a triple or quad stack yet, but looks like Snaking is going to get those set up for Skeeter.
Oh. Nonetheless, it could also be MC that does it. There's the need to clear out the stack. There's too many of them.
They might do it together. I think they should just do it probably together here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you can see Sumail hunting. Find Skitter. GH is there, but they don't want to dive just in case there are more heroes in the area.
Yeah, not a place you want to come in into the triangle there. Sucks and Snaking near the area. Stack nearly finished from the two of them. Good chunk of gold. And the Helm of Overlord is now finished, MC level 10. Perhaps they can look to start pressuring 9 even more so, as they've really bullied him a bunch in this early game, and his later game still looks kind of difficult playing versus Beastmaster always, right? He rolls Rolling Thunders in, he can just get roared. Bit tough for them to focus fire him too hard with their carry, because they don't have the highest physical one, but it's still going to be disruptive. But 9 does have the Fusel, so somewhat recovered.
Right. And at the end of the day, it is still, thinking towards the later stages, a Spectre that can be really hard to deal with, particularly once they start getting these gank squads rolling out together.
Yeah, they don't want to get too laxed on the side of Nigma Galaxy by any means, because that Razor, we saw Amar is having a little bit of a hard time, and Skeeter, we've seen what he's been able to do on the Spectre so many times. Is that the blink finished? It is. So Kuro, he's got blink. So that's probably a signal of them being able to try to just go, look for more of these kills.
Yeah, it is weird to think about it, because coming into this, if he hadn't gotten this good of a start, I feel like that might not have been something that they're anticipating.
Oh, they're going into Roche with just 2 heroes. It's spotted.
And Banish, they had a ward in the area. So 9, or it was just the Hawk. So 9 not going to get off that Rolling Thunder in.
That was they tried for the sneaky move. I like it. With the OD with the max orb and the Beastmaster with his summons, they could have snuck it, but it gets spotted.
And they spot this out. Jump forward. 33 going to get stunned. Kuro, GH jumped upon. They're really split right now on Nigma. And the roll comes out. MC in trouble, going to die. So too is GH. So with 2 already gone, 9 trying to separate, get away from the rest of his chase down coming here. I think he's going to be fine. Nope, he gets stunned and going to get dropped.
Little split there at the start for Nigma Galaxy. They will end up cleaning 9, but almost losing 3 heroes. Have to be careful how much they dive forward until this. Snaking still had the egg at the ready, too. Tundra starting to find their way back into this game. That gold lead down to less than 1K.
Wow. Nigma, still very possible for them to take that Roche if they manage to win a fight pretty quickly. But it's also feeling like one of those things where they kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit there.
Yeah, it's scary. It's a terrifying place to fight around versus the Egg versus the Rolling Thunder. Even though you have the Roar, of course, to at least hold him in his track for a second or two, gotta be very aware always of that Egg in that area.
Yeah. And the Pango roll, it's really, really tough. The milkshake.
They have the Hawk still in position here. It's not killed again.
And
thinking about it on Kuro. Placing maybe a secondary ward.
The ward is down, still in that same place as well. Not dewarded, seen all this movement. So Tundra having eyes on the pit.
Yeah, they keep just throwing shards in.
It feels like they really want to wait for Amar's BKB before they're willing to go hard on trying to come in and commit for an objective.
It's a ways away, and it's just giving time for Skeeter. Skeeter's gonna have Aghanims almost done. It's 400 gold away. So next wave plus a neutral camp, and they'll have it finished.
Man. And if he goes down right here, this would be devastating.
Oh boy.
Saksa finds him right at the start. The Walrus Punch is there, the shards. He is not getting out of here.
Oh, they're really shutting down this Razor.
That is crazy. And with how well the other 2 cores are doing, this key item that you have to have on Razor, it's really stopping them from being able to go on in for a fight.
Yeah, Sumail, he's strong on this OD, but he cannot solo carry this game versus Spectre. He needs that Razor to have a little bit better of a start. Now tower pressure is going to come out, and Tundra might be able to take gold advantage here off of this. Skeeter Haunt's up in 20, Ags is ready, so frequency of these plays from Tundra, it's going to be happening around the map a little bit faster now. Nigma, they have to stabilize this game. They want to have a chance into the later stages.
Aghanim's completed, like you said, still sitting with 6 mangoes because it's Tundra.
Yeah, that's just a tongue. I mean, Skeeter is just a mango specialist.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Wow. Buying more time, and Tundra taking full advantage of it.
They're looking to fight. They know. Oh man, Amar. They draw the line right to him.
Oh man, if they catch him here,
Bottom tower is under attack.
he is right over in that direction. The
Skeeter's
chase. They find MC. They get the snowball onto the Beastmaster. Gonna get the chase down for the kill. Amar also in trouble, going to die again.
Back-to-back deaths. They weren't even going for him. They were going for MC, and they're like, oh, consolation prize. And now Roche, maybe it's on the lookout there for Tundra. They could probably start at Spectre. It's got Max Desolate, so it's going to get brought down pretty quickly from that with that Visage as well, too, in tag team. Uh-oh, Nigma.
Man, you just think about how different this all could have looked if that first Roche, they just, hadn't been by the area when they were going to sneak it or whatever, any of those types of things.
Tundra just prepared for it, is now getting an Aegis into their hands too. They've completely recovered their game.
The complete turnaround. 11-12, 1,000 gold lead. At 6 minutes, this was a 3,000 gold lead into the favor of Nigma.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They've completely opened up the game, and it's just tough now for the Razor to find, for Amar to find any space. He has to farm in defensive positions here. Still a ways away from BKB, and yeah, we're seeing that win probability, 83% now. It has confidence in that Skeeter Spectre.
Well, queuing up the Manta style next. And Tundra likely to play things pretty safe with this Aegis.
I keep saying Skeeter.
Skeeter.
I'm saying Skeeter all the time.
I like, sometimes I say Skeeter too.
I go back and forth on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's massive, right? He's going to always be able to jump in to join every fight with Shadow Step. His ult is constantly ready now too, as Tundra, they're feeling probably pretty good as making another smoke rotation. They're probably like, if we find this Razor again, his game is just done, right? Like, he still doesn't have the BKB.
Yeah, dude, he has been nursing this gold lead. Kuro just standing around him right now to break any smoke movements that would come in this way.
Kuro feeds him a tome even, too. He's like, take it, man. Like, we need it. We need you to just get bigger somehow.
Has to make it happen. Because the other two, like we said, they're keeping up there. And it is very much this, like, one just key item that allows him to, I mean, obviously not own, but at least stay alive.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be coming out too late at this point. Like, he's so far behind. The Razor just hits level 12. Snaking's Phoenix is 12 and change. Like, do they even have egg hitters at this point, too? It's sure they've got the Beastmaster aura that always helps them kill egg, but there's so many different ways for them to like control heroes around egg, too. So Tundra's team fight, it's terrifying, too, at this point.
OD gonna TP into the trees here. Does he get scouted? They're thinking about laying down a ward. Get the banish, immediately jump right onto OD. Didn't stand a chance. Sumail has to pop that BKB, walk away. The fight is broken. That's the BKB charge used from Amar. Now in trouble. They have the Sunray going out with the egg there on the side. Gonna melt him to shreds.
Oh man, this is now...
It's fallen off the rails.
It's completely just detonated in their faces. Yeah, first BKB sign of the OD and that Razor, and Tundra just destroys the fight. Don't even lose anything. Now
Dude, they were so ready for that.
Yeah.
Like, he was pre-casting on where the OD was going to be, it felt like. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, even though Tundra, 9, he was off to that slow start there on the Pango. He knows when to go. He knows when to hit big, and they found so much in these last few moments.
Well, just like that, Tier 2 tower taken, gonna head on down and take that outpost over, most likely for Tundra. Shut down some more of this experience.
Yeah, they can't take advantage either of these ults being on cooldown on the side of Tundra, because they also use so much on the side of Nigma, right? Those BKBs, the Roar, most was expended.
Yeah.
So Rolling Thunder, it's back up in 3 seconds. Shadow Step's always ready, so Tundra, they're pretty ready to fight. So Nigma, let's see what they look to do. They're all stacked together.
And you think about how so much of this came down to, in a lot of ways, that last pick 3-3 Visage. you know, and starting from the beginning of the laning stage against that Razor just has proved to be such a great answer and has never really been able to recover from it.
Yeah.
And now Tundra very much in control of this game.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Kuroki, he got this early Blink Dagger, but haven't been able to do much with it because that Razor is so far behind. So Tundra definitely recognizing what to do in that laning phase.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, tier 2 tower.
They're ready to fight. 15 seconds for Egg.
Looks like the smoke up from Nigma, though. They were ready to run on in here, too.
Tundra knows it seems like the ward is placed.
Soxa gets the blink back. Skitter jumped upon. This is the Aegis carrier. 50 seconds. Rolling back and forth. The BKB out. Amar draining 9. Trying to get what damage out he can, but with the BKB wearing off, and Sumail already running away.
He has to pop BKB as well, full defensively.
Yeah, has to get out of there. Wait, the fight's still going on, though. Control back, 2 supports. Tundra trying to retreat together. And it looks like they're going to be able to do just that.
Radiant's bottom tower
So
is under
nobody
attack.
dies in that entire exchange. And it looks like Tundra going to be content to finish off this tower here.
Yeah, as we saw there, the roar comes, but even though he full links and is hitting him with the Eye of the Storm on that Pango, it's not quite enough to kill him during the roar anyway, so not going to get that trade. And we're seeing, of course, that Wraith Pack that comes out from the Visage. Always gives that little bit of extra heal, of course, when you swashbuckle and stuff like that. And it prevents that physical damage to be able to focus that Pango inside his roll.
Wow, 5,000 gold lead.
So hard here for Nigma to really do much. BKBs have to be used defensively, and they can't get anything out of it either. As Tundra continue to grow this lead with the Spectre as well.
That always feels pretty rough.
he's
Speaking
in.
of Spectre, they find themselves a tasty little Kuro.
Boy, Manta's about to be done now for Skitter too.
So incredibly farm. And 9 appreciating what he's seeing, gives the tip over.
I think that's a pretty appropriate one. It's now the hunt. He's hunting. They see Amar.
Oh my god,
They find
dude,
him.
they're just bullied. They chase him on down here and gonna get that kill.
Skitter not tipping him though, you know. Even though Skitter was tipped by Amar earlier, Skitter, he doesn't care. He's focused. He's like, I got my Spectre, I'm happy. And I think the team is very happy that he got it as well too, as we could see, you know, 9 tipping him very happily.
Oh yeah. Well, 11 to 16, and they're gonna try and hold here on this high ground for as long as possible. We'll see if Nigma can come up with any other answers here.
They're trapped in the base. All lanes pushing in onto their side.
It's looking again like one of those moments where Nigma are gonna have to try and break out at some point, try and go for a smoke gank or what have you, but it's going to be a very telegraphed move if they do make it.
It's feeling nearly impossible for them to do much of anything now in this game. Even if they get like a great trade, they're just everything's pushed in onto their side, and they're playing into so many different ults. So very unlikely they even have a chance to win those team fights anymore. 96% win probability, 97 win probability now for Tundra. It's getting pretty ridiculous here with this Spectre.
Dude, this is worse than when they had Mega Creeps last game.
That is actually true. That's a good point. The Mega Creeps gave Nigma a 5% chance. Skitter, he's in.
Oh my god,
Amar.
dude. They're trying to kill him over and over again. They're going to find a little bit of retribution here, though, as Soxa gets brought down. The snowball, always a little bit of a scary thing to move in.
Amar holds the BKB in, so thankfully for him.
Yeah. And now, does that give enough confidence to Nigma to get out onto the map? They might actually do that as Tundra retreat back. And a little bit of space opened up.
Sumail has no mana, though. He has 300 right now. So, okay, hopefully for him, he gets some procs.
Okay.
It's 9. Maybe they can catch him down here, showing far, but no. They quickly force the wave out. They're going to back up and wait. 20 seconds on the haunt.
Just a couple of seconds too late.
Yeah.
All the difference it can make.
Tundra, just great awareness. Can they maybe find 33, though? They're going to play the lane ward. Don't know if they want to commit that far into the triangle, though.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So,
And there is still actually vision on this bottom side here from Tundra. They have that ward that they placed way earlier from that fight when Soxa blinked in forward, so they could look to maybe charge down here in the next few moments and go for a fight, as it's a very long respawn on the Roche. About 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's something to watch for sure.
Snaking probably looking to prep vision in the area so they can set up for that next Roche soon. Even going to be buying, I believe, a gem to take out any of that vision that is there from the Hawks.
And you can see that also the way that they're playing right now, Nigma are always ready for a fight because they know that if one breaks out, they have to immediately all be there together to have any chance of winning it. But that means it's still very much up to Tundra to sort of play on their terms whenever they want to.
Yeah, they're hugging us 3 or 4, and then just the Spectre continues farming, which is a great win condition for them. While on Nigma, they're sticking as 4 or 5. So versus the Spectre, that is never gonna be that good win condition. They have to try to get some type of successful fight because they're just getting more and more out farmed around the map.
Now, camping now onto this tier 2. The wave is already caught and cut though, but with backdoor down, they might actually be able to claim this one, or at least get some good damage onto it.
Looks like they should be able to finish it. Yep, they will. How long on this Roche? Still that minute and a half. Snaking constantly checking it. Who's carrying gem? 33 is. As he also has Aghanims done.
Okay.
Oh, massive on the Visage as well, too. His damage is nothing to be laughed at. Jump.
Finds one, gets the kill. Kuro right on top of him. Can they find any more? Long duration root onto Snaking there. Mar already popped Eye of the Storm as 9 is doing the rolling pulley back and forth. They kill off MC.
Bash.
From downtown, connects there onto Razor, still hanging onto that BKB. And immediately buys back onto those 2 heroes.
Yeah, 2 buybacks. Saksa also buys back Mar.
Needs to be careful with his movement there.
They're just poking him. He's nearly at half HP from the poke.
Still is silent from the grave.
33.
The chain control, the stun there, has to pop the BKB and run away on Sumail. And in fact, Kuro goes down again. That's a dieback.
Mar
has to run, has to get out of those. BKBs have already been used.
I think the swash from 9 missed. If he gets a bash or something connection, I can't tell which way he's aiming, honestly. It's actually throwing me off completely which way the swashbuckle's going, but doesn't get it on the Razor, but a full disengage from Nigma, having to use both BKBs and 8 seconds for Roche. So Tundra, I mean, they force it perfectly, right? Now there's no way that Nigma can even look to fight in this area.
Dude, they knew.
Yeah.
You like the timing on this Roche. It's like, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, we knew it. It was going to pop back up right now.
It's just a clean way to take the fights too. With the gem, the 33 that they bought for 33, he Gravekeeper, or he silences the Graves in, knows that there's no vision in the area, and he knows he can commit onto Sumail. Like Sumail, I think he's actually a little lucky that he gets that BKB off and is able to survive. It looks like they almost chain stunned him.
That was really close. And showing some of the power that you can kind of get out of this, you know, silent as the grave ability. You can get sort of a stun out of nowhere.
Yeah. You can use yourself even as the stun, right? You can get right on top of him and use that, and then the bonus damage is... I see Amar, he's queued up the Midas. I don't think he's really going to buy it, but I think that's telling a tale of how he feels about the game. I mean, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, this one has really fallen off the rails for him.
Yeah. They just bullied him. 3, 8, and 5, right? They've put all the attention this time around onto just making sure he has no game.
And they did that. That is for sure.
And Skeeter, he's got a full Scotty. He's just jumping around with the Shadow Step, forcing reactions. Nearly even killing him.
Yeah, that was... Oh, my God.
Goal! Nice shards there from Saksa.
That was well played.
The fact that you can force that, right? It's just a Shadow Step.
Yeah.
The Shadow Step forces like 3, 4 heroes to react over there, and he still dies, and now they're trapped back in the base. A masterclass post-laning phase for Tundra.
They take out the big creep right there. MC does look like he's going to have this Octarine core done.
Okay.
It doesn't really feel like these items are the things that they need, though, to make a real change in the game at this point.
No.
And for 33, I mean, the other danger here is that now he becomes a real assassin. And with the follow-up damage that comes out from that Spectre, like you're talking about, that Shadow Step, these heroes are just not going to stand a chance.
Yeah, if anybody gets caught outside from even one of the stuns, like 2 familiar stuns, the Shadow Step in, they're dead.
Yeah.
They'll just get disintegrated. Skeeter is, I mean, I said it before, like best Spectre in the world for a reason. He's so fast on the way that he like Shadow Steps in, drops his mantas, and then just jumps out of there, and then he just lets the illusions do his work. We've seen it time and time again from this man on it. 4-1 and 10. 312 last hits at the 30. specialist on some of these heroes.
It's been owning.
Let's see. Nigma, they'll walk right into 33.
That's all of them.
They use the haunt to scout
That's
a little bit
everybody.
from the Rubik. And they won't be able to get him anyway. And now,
Oh my god. He just ran into all of them.
but it's just that little thing, right? You see how he just jumps, drops the illusions, makes a mess of it all.
And then does the real haunt after. GH getting bullied back and forth. Sumail getting dropped down lower and lower. 9 taking the damage from Amar. That BKB, it's actually enough for the kill. But Skitter, the one that's still standing tall in this fight, along with 33, trying to kill off Amar.
They get
The
Sumail.
last one left alive. Back into the fountain. Skitter thought about diving, but isn't going to go for it.
Even the last soul assumption clips Sumail as they just dive past the base. And now, Rax on the menu. Not much left in the tank for Nigma.
Tundra have looked very good in this one. Sticking to form, the same style that's gotten them so much success. And they're continuing it here in this game 3. Exactly what you'd hope from the TI champs.
Yeah. Started a bit slow. Of course, we saw that lead from Nigma after the laning phase and stuff like that, but quickly Tundra, they had answers. They knew exactly what to do, and they did keep the Razor constantly down, having no game there on Amar. So yeah, 2 sets, making their way to the 3rd. Amar hiding behind this one tree. He's like, please don't find me, please don't find me, please don't find me. But the
He's
game,
just prepping. He's ready.
game feeling pretty done and dusted as Socks.
I know. There we go. If they can go, they're setting up for the big gank. It's gonna come out of nowhere. Ah, here I am. I'm Amar. Oh no! And starting to drop down.
Sumail to save.
Okay. Tries to at least, but the Walrus Punch is there, and he is gonna fall. But with that last set of racks about to drop, looks like Tundra is gonna get the Mega Creeps there. Sumail gets bashed just barely there at the end. The Rubik steal of the roll, which is pretty nice for him.
It looks cool.
Doesn't really end up amounting to that much, it looks like. No. As only 3 heroes left, none of them really damage dealers on the side of Nigma. Tundra might decide to continue the chase here and go for the tier 4 towers.
Yeah, it's time to end this one. I mean, it's over anyway, but it's time to just full out close it. Buildings dropping. Tier 4s.
Does look like also the respawn here, they might want to make one last go of it, of Nigma, with Razor about to respawn.
Haunt is at the ready. A full Hex for Skeeter. Who's he gonna insta-gib? Let's see.
Does he decide to go for it? I feel like it's just going to be Amar, surely.
Someone's just gonna insta-die. Someone's just gonna get Hex, Manta-styled, and just exploded. Just waiting patiently.
Time is soon. They're still all in the area. Don't have the Tusk with them. But the Drain, Amar has a lot of damage right now.
Whoop, who is it? Goes for the Rubik.
Oh, okay. Gets out of there. Skitter making some enemies. 9 rolls in, gets isolated here, and actually he's going to drop. Amar still had a ton of damage on him there. So they kill off 9, and now it's Sumail back up again.
Amar TP'd in the front.
Oh my god, they haunt in. GH is completely dead, buys back immediately. Mar with that BKB still trying to stay alive. So Tundra going a bit far.
They're staying. I don't think they're backing up. They're so healthy on these 4.
That's true.
Kuro.
Walrus Punch, couple more hits, and the Centaur is gone. Do they have more left in the tank? Sumail starting to get destroyed. He too is gone. 33 is godlike. Another sheep stick on this lineup. And eyes on the prize. Ancient is going to start to get hit here. Mar, not sure if he can hold off this aggression along with MC as the throne eventually going to drop. Saksa comes on in for the Walrus Punch. The Hex is there. Snowball again, dang near into the fountain. But in the end, Tundra are going to win this game. They're going to take down Nigma Galaxy 2-1.
Yeah, great showing from Tundra this time with their specialty. I think they maybe not tried something the last game, like the gyro is something a little different.